Well, that was certainly an interesting day for Fubo. I thought for sure it was going to go. I really did. When it got up there, I thought it would take off. But you'll notice I don't have the VWAP on here, but this is actually a 4-hour chart. See, I can switch it. I can switch it to the hour chart. But when it got below midday, when it got below the VWAP, shorts had a field day with it. You can see where it broke this up here for the RSI. So naturally it was going to come down a little bit, but once it broke the VWAP, you know, a lot of people took profits, shorts had a field day pushing it down. Market makers weren't picking it up. That was one thing I noticed this morning, that it seemed, to me anyway, it seemed like market makers were picking up a lot of shares on the downside, which was holding the price up. And the only reason they would do that and not let it go down is they know where they're taking this. And I think it's up. So the main thing is going to be holding this 326 where it's at right now. And I'm on Central, so it's 4:15 Central Time. But, you know, if it can hold this 326, you could break to 350 or more by the end of the week, you know. But if it drops below this 326, they could push it all the way back down to 250. You would hope you get a bounce at 3, or even that 276 mark, which is right here. You know, you could get a bounce there, but if they push it down, there'll probably be more people that sell off and probably come all the way back down to 250. It could. I'm just saying, you know. There's a couple of nice spots for bounces there. If they push it down too far, you can almost bet it's going to come all the way back down to this 276. It depends on institutions, you know. There's a lot of investor groups and stuff that I think were picking up on this today. That's what was driving that up. I mean, just watching the bid and the ask and stuff this morning, and watching, you know, what was getting bought. There's a lot of big orders for buys. You know, whether they continue to keep buying, who knows? But they were definitely getting in. Could be first time people getting in. They know where it's going, you know. So I guess the key is going to watch for this 326 the rest of after hours and pre-market. See what happens. And then we always have that, it didn't so much today, but it's like Fubo usually has that big push down in the morning. So I wonder if that switched and we're not going to get that. If they don't do that push down in the morning and this starts going up, I mean, I would bet money on it that shorts are going to start covering if this pushes back up. And then this is just going to break out crazy. Because once they start covering a little bit at this level, a whole lot of day traders are going to jump in because they know it's going up there. I mean, you're looking at, you know, $7 minimum all the way up to that 32 level, anywhere in between. Who knows? Once they start covering. I mean, there's over 50 million short in this. So, I mean, we had a pretty good run today, and it's still only, you know, close to 16 million volume. So, it should be interesting the rest of the week. I hope it holds. I really do. I hope this holds. And they push back up, maybe struggle a couple days and then break off. That arrow I got there is there for a reason. And it's just getting closer and closer and closer to going. It's nice to see it at this level, though. Because it's really touch and go day by day on whether somebody that's short decides to go long, you know. They could just, you know, any day at this level. So, be exciting to see what happens. It's been a long run. 2-3 months. So, we'll see you in the next video. We'll see what happens tomorrow.